Hotel Bravo Tango.
For 1 November Yankee Sierra Mobile, in and out. 4G1 NYS Mobile, in and out.
Alrighty, we got 4G1 NYS, Steven down was in and out. Have a great weekend. We had K4HBT, Gary in Inverness, Florida. See, I acknowledged Gil. Let's go to the top of these mobiles. Question of the day, everyone, is what was the last magazine you subscribed to? Let's go to N1EYO, Seth in Orlando. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone on the net. This is Seth in Orlando. First, I guess the last magazine that I subscribed to was Make. That's Mike Alpha Kilo Echo.
Alrighty, we got that down for that. You have yourself a great weekend. Appreciate you joining us. KJ5, MLZ, Ezra in Belchase, Louisiana. Good morning.
KJ5, MLZ, good morning. Good morning to the crew. Answer the question. I'm thinking it's going to be a National Rifle Association. And a great day and a great weekend. This is KJ5, MLZ. Back to you, Net Control.
All right, thanks, Ezra. You have yourself a fine day. W5GHR, Brian out in Katy, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, Brew Crew. The last magazine I subscribed to was Texas Monthly. Back to you next, W5GHR.
Alrighty, Texas Monthly it is. You have a great day and a fine weekend. KO4EAS, Leonard in Margate, Florida. Good morning. What's the last magazine you subscribed to?
Good morning, everybody. Yes, Popular Electronics. That was quite a while ago. Take care, everybody. KO4, EAS, back to that.
Alrighty, Popular Electronics it is. Have a great day. KJ5QQX, Matthew in Magnolia, Texas. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Brew. Good morning, good morning. Our last magazine was Outdoor Life. KJ5QQX. Alrighty, Matthew, and I see on here that you don't have a public email on QRZ. If you make that email public, we'll get you out a welcome letter. You can see what the system's all about. You have yourself a great weekend. Next up, Gil in Orlando, Florida. Good morning, Gil.
Good morning, sir. Nice here. And I'm going to go with Skin Diver Magazine. I'm not sure that was the last one that I can remember. And it went out of production or out of print over 20 years ago. So that tells you something. K4GDS, back to net.
Alrighty, Gil, Skin Diver it is. And have a good weekend. K4HBT, Gary in Inverness, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning to the whole Brew Crew. American is the last magazine I subscribed to, and I guess I'm still subscribed to it because I'm a member of the NRA. That being said, K4HBT, back to net control.
Thanks, Gary. Appreciate you joining us this morning. This is W2BLT. Next up, let's go back up and we will, I got one more mobile here. K4MMX, Craig in Oakland Park, Florida. Good morning, Craig.
Morning, everyone. I'm not mobile. I just text in. But in any event, I think the last magazine subscription I had was QST And if that doesn't count, I don't remember anything else. K4 MMX back to net.
QST certainly counts. You have yourself a fine day and appreciate you joining us. Let's go back up to the top and run these text check-ins off. WW0N, Kenny in Germantown, Maryland. What's the last magazine you subscribed to? And good morning. WW0N, Kenny, are you still with me? Right along here. Let's go to KG4GOQ, Paul in Lake Worth, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning. I don't really know what last magazine. It's been forever, and I don't even remember subscribing to them many years ago. I would say it's a null on that one. Back to the net. This is KG4GOQ in Palm Springs, Florida.
Alrighty. Paul, you have a great day and appreciate you joining us. Let's go to KR4RAK, Bob in Jupiter, Florida. Good morning, Bob.
You. I think this question is my last magazine subscribed to the other day, ARRL. Hope everybody has a good day. KA4RAK.
Alrighty, thanks, Bob. Appreciate you joining us. Have a good day. K4POI, Ed in Loxahatchee, Florida. Good morning.
Scott, Vicky, and the Brew crew. Last one was popular photography. K4P. Back to you, Scott.
Alrighty, popular photography it is. N3SQR, Joe, Deerfield Beach, Florida. Good morning.
Why, good morning, Scott, Vicky, and Scott from Jamestown. The last magazine I got is the one I'm getting now, and that's QST. So put me down for that. Have a great weekend, everybody. N3SQR, back to net.
Alrighty, Joe, have a good weekend. QST it is. KA4EPS, Lou in Lake Worth, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, and hello, Vicky. Thanks for doing the logging, and the second, Scott. Morning to you all, and this is KA4EPS, 82 degrees here in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. My last is the member of the NRA, American Rifleman. Back to you, and thanks for taking a net there, Scott, KA4EPS.
Alrighty, Lou, American Rifleman it is. Have yourself a great day, and thanks for joining us. KI6KQO, Zachary in St. Cloud, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning to Scott, Vicky, and the other Scott. 75 degrees here in Florida Central. Put me down for American Rifleman, member of the NRA. 7-3 to the group. Have a great day, everyone. Back to you, Scott. KI6KQO.
Alrighty, Zachary, have yourself a fine weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Next up, KA8BYU, Roy in Blaisdell, New York. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew. KA8BYU. Well, another one for American Rifleman. We'll go with that one. Yep. Back to you.
Alrighty, Roy, have a good day, and thanks for starting it with us this morning. K8 UFM, Randall in Brownstown Township, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicki. Rest of the Brew Crew. That would be the Smithsonian Magazine. With that said, this is KAUFM. Back to Net Control. Everyone have an outstanding Friday and even a better weekend.
Alrighty, Randall, Smithsonian it is. Have a great one. KC2NJV Wayne in Belmore, New York. Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, all. KC2NJV. I think possibly Jen, which is the Journal of Emergency Medical Services, back in the days long gone by, for JENS. Have a great day.
Alrighty, thank you, Wayne. You have yourself a great day. We'll talk to you again. Next up, N0CKD, Mark in Plymouth, Minnesota. Good morning.
Morning, it's Scott, Vicky, Scott, rest of the Brew Crew, everybody else on the net. AARP magazine. Everybody have a great Friday and a great weekend. N0CKV, back to net.
Thanks, Mark. AARP it is. Have a great day. KM4WZD, Joe in Claremont, Florida. Good morning.
Well, hey, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew. Copy and paste. AARP for myself as well. Hey, everybody have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Take care. We'll talk again next week. It's KM4WZD. Back to net.
Alrighty, Joe. Thanks for joining us and enjoy the weekend. KK7DY, Clark out in Phoenix, Arizona. Good early morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, Scott, rest of the Brew Crew. The Men's Bulletin was the last magazine I subscribed to. Back to Net Control, KK7DY.
Alrighty, Men's Bulletin it is. Thanks for joining us and have a great day. Charlie and Birdie down in Sun City Center, Florida, NA2B. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Scott, and everybody on the net. 39 Tampa Bay, 82 this morning. Got another hot one headed this way. Got that Sahara and dust in here. Response to the question, I'd have to say none. I haven't subscribed to any magazines. Unfortunately, some of the organizations I belong to, I get their magazine, but not by choice. Get a hold of them, tell them not to send them to me, I do. It's not that I can't read, Scott. It's just that I don't read. If I need to find something else, I'll go out on the internet, find a PDF file, and read it. Thanks for what you do. A2BLT and A2B, back to that.
Alrighty, Charlie, you folks have a great day and enjoy the nice weather while you have it. KB2, UDB, Mike out on the boat this morning up here in New York State. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, everybody. East Coast Reflector and the Brew. I'm going to say Bassmaster, but if you want to get the latest, East Coast Reflector. Thanks for picking me up this morning. We'll talk to you later. KB2, UDB out here fishing. The Happy Fisherman, East Coast Reflector. Back to net.
Alrighty, thanks, Mike. You have yourself a good day and happy fishing. This is W2BLT. Next up, N3DQD, Ray in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Morning, Ray. What's the last magazine you subscribed to?
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and Scott number 2, the rest of the net.
This is N3DQD. The Week magazine. It's a magazine called The Week. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
You want to say that again? I didn't quite catch that.
It's a news magazine called The Week.
Alrighty, we got you, Ray. You have yourself a great weekend. Next up, Greg in Coreyville, Pennsylvania, KB3EYR. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Scott. Vicky, Scott. This is KB3EYR. And for me, it is Sport Aviation, which is the Experimental Aircraft Association's monthly magazine. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. Back to Net Control.
Alrighty, Greg. You have yourself a good weekend, and thanks for stopping by. WB2 EHG, Eric in Brooklyn, New York. Good morning, Eric. WB2 EHG, you still with me, Eric? Moving right along, let's go down to KD8, KOB, Rod, Madison, West Virginia. Good morning.
This is WD8KOB. Well, good morning, Matt. Hope everybody's having a good old Friday morning and got a nice weekend coming up. Anyway, my answer to the question, I'll go with ARP. All righty. Have a good day, guys. And a weekend. Back to that. WD8KOB.
Alrighty, thank you, Rod. Appreciate you joining us this morning. W3CVE, Chuck in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew there. It would be Pennsylvania Game News there. And have a great day and a great weekend. W3CVE.
Alrighty, you have yourself a great weekend. Let's go from Chuck to Duck. KK4DUK down in Lake City, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning. This is KK4DUK out of sunny and super hot Lake City, Florida. Yet again, another excellent question. My latest magazine, as well as the current that I'm to, is called Family Tree. It's by Ancestry.com because I'm into genealogy. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day. 73. This is KK4DUK and quack quack.
Alrighty, Duck. You have yourself a fine day and enjoy the weekend. WA8PGV, Dan in Sterling Heights, Michigan. Good morning.
Morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew. Put me down for 55 years of Rolling Magazine, although it's only online now. Back to you, WA8PGV.
All right, thank you, Dan. And so far, I think it's just you and me for Rolling Stone. Let's go to WD8CZP, Ben in Winter Haven, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone in the Zoom room, everyone on the net. Catching my head trying to remember. It's kind of relative, digital or analog actual copy. I guess the last, because I'm full-time RV now since 2021. Everything I get is digital. I'm a life member of the League, the NRA, American Legion, BW, and so I get all their magazines, all digital. I think the last print magazine I ever got that I actually subscribed to that was not digital was Sacramento magazine, the city of Sacramento. Many cities put out those. That's the last place I lived at with bricks and sticks, and I would have to say Sacramento magazine had to have been the last one back in 2020, 2021. Anyway, 73s everyone on the Zoom. I'll be leaving shortly. And 73s everyone.
Alrighty, thank you, Ben. You have yourself a good day. KD2, bye, Charles in Syracuse, New York. Morning, Charles. What was the last magazine you subscribed to?
Good morning, Scott. Good to hear you. Put me down for the QST magazine. Every once in a while, I still look at the digital copy of it, but the physical magazine, last time the physical magazine came to the house, that was QST. 73, all back to net control, KD2, YUY.
Hey, thanks, Charles. You have a great day as well. WB8 ODF, Dave up in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Morning, Dave.
Good morning, Scott and Vicky. I'm Dave, WBAF in Ypsilanti, Michigan, 30 miles west of Detroit. Put me down for none. I've been racking my brain, and I cannot think of one magazine that had my name on it as a subscription. So put me down for thank you. Thanks for doing the net. WB8ODF.
Alrighty, Dave, done it is. You have yourself a fine day. Nice talking with you again. KF8 EBV, Michael in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Vicky. Rest of the Brew Crew. Since I haven't, my license is roughly about a year. QST magazine is my most recent magazine subscription. Thanks for running the net. Have a wonderful weekend. Back to you.
Thanks, Michael. Appreciate you joining us. KR4 EMM, Vince in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good morning, Vince.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody on the crew. It would be Florida Sportsman for me, and this is KR4 EMM. Everybody have a great weekend, and this back to you, Scott. Thank you.
Alrighty, Florida Sport it is. Have a great day. KF8 GTW, David in Toledo, Ohio. Good morning, David.
Morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. The last magazine that came in my name was Highlights that I got for my granddaughter. So yeah, that's the last one I did, was Highlights.
Alrighty, David. And when we were growing up, that was the greatest magazine in the world. Have a great weekend. KR4 Charles in Belmont, North Carolina. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody on the crew. The last magazine that I can recall would be Back, is the last one I can remember. Or AEG, Back to Net Control.
Alrighty, back right it is. Thanks for joining us. This is W2BLT. Let me acknowledge some check-ins, and then we'll take general check-ins, and we'll run them all. We had KD4, CHD, Alan, KC3, UUK, Herbert, U8RCY, Donald, W3ICQ, Bob, N4RSM, Richard, WB2EHG, Eric, KR4, JVI, Eddie. Who else do we have out there who would like to join us? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
408. Quebec 4, Uniform X-Ray Juliet. Kilo, Quebec 4, Uniform X-Ray Juliet, and I'll be in and out.
Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet, VA3, KTJ.
W8, WHK, W8, WHK.
TJS, in and out.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Uniform X-Ray Juliet.
Echo.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Uniform X-Ray Juliet, in and out.
5, Golf, Uniform Yankee, Kilo, Juliet 5, Golf, Uniform Yankee, Guy in Harvey, Louisiana.
Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo. Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo.
XOK, K9 XOK.
This is KC7, FB10, KC7, FBN. I think I doubled with someone at the beginning. Shorter time, mobile.
All right, let me pick it up there. Acknowledge who we had come in there. We had KF0. It sounded like KF0OH. Could you come back with that call sign, please?
Kilo, Foxtrot 4, Oscar, November Hotel.
KQ4UXJ. KJ was in and out. We had VA3 KTJ Jinsuk, W8 WHK Bill. K9 at TJS Thomas, Margate, Florida, was in and out. We have Buddy Roger in Fort Lauderdale, N4RAG at KJ5 DUY Guy, KJ5DXB Frank, 9 XOK at KE9EST Scott, and KS7FBN Bob in Boca Raton, Florida, was mobile. Did we miss anybody in there? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
Mobile.
Mobile. Alrighty, let me pick it up here. I had two people come in, both on the long hub, and both were mobile. Let's try that again.
Again, W2, CJM, mobile. Not sure if you got Kilo Quebec 4 Uniform X-Ray Juliet. Kilo Quebec 4 Uniform X-Ray Juliet, and I'll have to be in 73.
Well, righty then. We had W2CJM, Charles, and Selden.
Jay in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, let's go to KC7FBN, Rob in Boca Raton, Florida. The question of the day is, what was the magazine you subscribed to?
Thank you very much for taking me early. Boca Raton here, 86 degrees. Good morning, everyone, especially the Florida people. I think the last magazine I subscribed to was QST, but I don't know how to read it. I just look at the pictures. Anyway, 7-3, everyone. Great weekend to be safe. KC7FPM.
Alrighty, thank you, Bob. Rob, you have a great day. Charles and Selden, W2CJM and his mobile. Good morning.
Vicky, to the National Rifleman.
Alrighty, National Rifleman it is. Have yourself a great day. Let's go back up to the top of this list. KD4CHT, Allen in Princeton, North Carolina. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, and everybody on the Brew Crew and Vicky doing the logging. The last magazine that I probably got was Mac World magazine, and it's a long ago. It's probably been 10 or 15 years ago. I just don't subscribe to magazines anymore. If I need to read something, I look it up online now. Back to that. KD4CHT.
Alrighty, could you come back to that magazine again there? I didn't quite catch it. At any rate, thanks for joining us, and you have yourself a great day. Let's go to UUK, Herbert in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. Good morning.
Good morning to everybody on the net. This is KC3 UUK, Herbert in West Mifflin. Good question this morning. Yesterday I renewed my subscription to Bow Hunter magazine. It's an archery magazine. With that being said, everybody have a blessed day. Have a safe year. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Uniform Kilo. Back to the net.
All right, thanks, Herbert. Have a great weekend. W8RCY, Donald in Madison Heights, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Miss Vicky, and to the other Scott out there lurking. The magazine I subscribed to, hard copy, was called Racer, which is an automotive motorsports magazine. Unfortunately, I had to cancel the hard copy edition because my hard copies weren't making it to the mailbox. So with that magazine and others, I'm pretty much all digital now because, unfortunately, our mail service decides not to deliver. Everybody have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. All the best. This is W8RCY, back to net control.
Alrighty, thank you. My screen seems to have disappeared here, and I don't know why. Uh-oh. Somebody want to take over? Vic? Sorry about that. I'll be back in a moment.
No problem. Mine's working. This is Vicky, K8VKY. Next up is Bob, W3ICQ.
Good morning, everybody. Vicky. The last
magazine I subscribed to was East Coast Reflector magazine. W3ICQ. Everybody have a great day. Back to the net.
The ECR did. Thanks, Bob. Got my screen back here. Let's go to N4, RSM, Richard in Sumter, South Carolina. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone on the radio. Just resubscribed to Mother Earth News. It's an old one, but we just got a new subscription. Thank you.
You say Motorwork News?
Negative, that was Earth News.
Thanks, Richard. Have yourself a great day. Appreciate you joining us. WB2EHG, Eric in Brooklyn, New York. Good morning. This is W2BLT.
WB2EHG, Eric in Brooklyn, New York. The last magazine I subscribed to, Legion. And told us, there, happy Tuesday, National Sin Day. WB2EHG, back to the net.
Alrighty, American Legion it is. Thanks for joining us, Eric. KJ4, or KR4, JVI, Eddie in Cape Coral, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Eddie in Cape Coral, Florida, KR4 JVI. The last magazine that I subscribed to and I completely forgot about was when my kids were much younger, and that was Highlights.
Go past this
when they were getting involved in the scouting episodes in their life back in the 90s. Back to net. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Eddie. I don't even know if Highlights is still made or not, but it was an excellent magazine. KF4ONH, Paul in Gainesville, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning. Hope you and everybody out there is doing well this morning. Temperature in Gainesville, 76 degrees. Magazines I subscribe to, QST and the RV Camping Magazine. Roger.
That was good, Paul. You have yourself a great weekend. Brandy, everybody, the question of the day, what was the last magazine you subscribed to? Let's go up to LaSalle, Ontario. VA3KTJ. Good morning, Jensuk.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the net. The last magazine I subscribed to was ECR magazine. Everybody have a great weekend. This is VA3KTJ.
All right, thank you, Jensuk, and have a great weekend. W8WHK, Bill down in North Fort Myers, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning from Southwest Florida. The sun just came up over the trees. It's 6 degrees and clear skies. The last magazine I subscribed to, and it just comes with the subscription to the organization, of course, is the AARP. And that was the last paper one that I got. And I don't even get that now. I think they're going to have just the digital version. At least that's what they're trying to do. So, anyhow, AARP, that's what I have. And 7-3s, everyone. Have a great weekend. This is W8, WHK. Back to you, Net Control.
All right, thank you, Bill. Appreciate you joining us this morning. Next up, N4RHE, Roger in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good morning, Roger.
W2BLT, top of the morning to you, Scott. Or Handsome. It's good to hear you. November 4, Rheumatoid Echo. TV, I received many magazines. I'm holding a Saturday Post special anniversary issue, America 250. Reading an article about MIT trained engineer Tom Schultz, founder and lead guitarist for the band Boston. Good ears, cousin. November 4, Roger M. Enthusiast, return and rock.
Alrighty, Roger, and the rest of the day to yourself. Enjoy the weekend. KJ5, GUI, Guy in Harvey, Louisiana. Good morning.
This is KJ5 Golf Uniform Yankee. Answer today's question, the last subscription I had was the NRA magazine, American Rifleman. In fact, it reminds me I need to to that magazine. I really did enjoy that one. Liked it a lot. Back over to you, Net Control. Thank you for calling today and taking my call. KJ5, call this uniform Yankee. Living in Baltimore. Really.
All right, thanks for stopping by this morning, Guy. KJ5, DXB, Frank in Sugar Land, Texas. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody in the Brew Crew. I believe my last magazine was Golf Magazine. Everybody have a good weekend. Thanks for the check-in. KJ5, DXB. Back to you, Scott.
Alrighty, thanks, Frank. I think that's the first one for golf, which kind of surprises me. K9, XOK, Pat, Illinois. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the crew. Let's see, it's been a long time, but I miss it. I had Nuts and Bolts magazine. Really enjoyed that. Great to be here. Hope everyone has a real good day. K9XOK.
Well, that's a new one on me. Nuts and Bolts it is. Have a great day, Pat. Appreciate you joining us. KE9 EST, Scott in Eagle, Wisconsin. Good morning. Thank you, Scott. You have yourself a great day. Let's go to, let me acknowledge these four, let me run these four text check-ins and then we'll call for check-ins again. WB1DXN, KO4QMM, G8QB, and W2RBC. Let's go up to Daryl in Concord, New Hampshire, WB1DXN. Good morning.
Morning, Vicky and Scott, and the rest of the morning Brew Crew. As I ride in on a text train, commuter text train from the Granite State. I'm going to say ECR when I signed up for them. So everybody have a safe day, safe weekend. Always be aware of your surroundings. Always expect the unexpected. WB1DXN.
Alrighty, thank you, Daryl. You have a great weekend. Next up, Roger, KO4QMM in Umatilla, Florida. CQ.
Good morning, Mr. Scott, voice of Buffalo. You sound good morning, and good morning. Doing some great logging there, I'm sure. And you can put me down for Super Chevy Magazine. I'm sure that surprised you. I had crates and crates full All right, I got a lot of yard work to do out there before it gets hot. Back to you, Mr. Scott. Have a great day. 7-3, KO4 QMM clear.
All righty, work too hard. Remember, there's always tomorrow. Have a great one. KG8QP, Jeff, Perrysburg, Ohio. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody else on the brew this morning. I'm going to go with the ECR 100%. That was, I know for a fact, the last one that I signed up for. With that, everybody have a great weekend. Talk Monday. KG8QB, back to next.
ECR Magazine it is. Have a great day, Jeff. Next up, one of our team members here, Randy, W2RBC in West Seneca, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. I subscribe to a magazine called Aviation Week and Space Technology. Back to Net Control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
All right, we'll put you down for aviation technology. Have a great day, Randy. Appreciate you joining us. Last on this list, KI-PMI, Bill and Mexico. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott, everybody on the brew. The last magazine I subscribed to was QST because I just renewed my ARRL subscription. So hope everyone has a great day, weekend. KI-PMI. Back to net.
Thank you, Bill. QST it is. All right, let me take some in and outs. I know there's people there probably waiting. If you want to be in and out, please come with your call sign twice and slowly, and do not leave until I acknowledge you, please. In and outs only. Please come with your call sign.
Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Romeo X-Ray, KJ5, MRX, Carlton in Axel, Texas, Hot Rod Magazine, in and out.
This is Kilo Bravo 8.
Bravo 5, India Tango Tango, WB5IGT Mobile. Good Friday morning to everybody. And Scott, one guy who said, and you copied him as nuts and bolts, I believe he was talking about nuts and volts. V is in Vic. Anyhow, hope everybody has a good Friday. WB5IGT Mobile. Out.
Norway 1, Delta, Charlie Echo, in and out.
KR4, Hotel Bravo, Quebec, in and out.
KE8, SMN, Kilo Echo 8, Sierra Mike November.
Kilo Quebec,
KJ5, MEL.
KQ4, YYN, KQ4, YYN.
KJ5 MEL, KJ5 MEL. In and out.
All right, let me pick it up there. Let me recognize our in and outs here. We had KQ4, YYN, Joe, KJ5, MEL, Jose, KE8, SMN, Jeff, we have AR4, HBQ, N1, DCE, Dave, WB5, ITT, Chris, and thanks, Chris, I corrected it. And KB8, PLV, Chris was out, and KJ5, MRX, Carlton was in and out. All right, let's take stations. Anybody, anywhere who wants to come in and talk, please come with your call sign twice and slowly. This is W2BLT.
This is November, Juliet November, N8 MJN in the mobile.
Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Zulu X-Ray, KC5CZX.
November 3, Mike Delta Charlie. November 3, Mike Delta Charlie, pedestrian mobile.
This is Kate. Well, and I think I checked in on the wrong side. I actually might have something to say. KQ4 YYN.
Kilo Charlie 1 Hotel Golf Victor. Kilo Charlie 1 Hotel Golf Victor.
Whiskey 1, Sierra Sierra. Whiskey 1, Sierra Sierra.
Kilo Delta Whiskey Zulu Juliet. KD2WZJ and out. 73s.
Whiskey 2, Alpha Juliet Victor, W2, AJV. WX4 JJC, Whiskey X-Ray, Juliet Charlie, in and out today. And 2 FYA, in and out today. Have a good day, everyone.
W1SS, Michael. KC1, HGV, Chuck. KQ4YYN. N3, MDC, Michael. KC5, CZX, Daryl. N8, MJN, Marson. We had M1, CBN, Carlos. And at this list, Bill. BA3, YBS over in Dunnville, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Becky, and everybody on the group. Yeah, I don't subscribe to a lot of magazines, and it's been quite a while since I did, but I get one here, just arrived yesterday, actually. It's called the Cowboy Chronicle. It's published by the Single Action Shooting Society of so I get the magazine because I am that association. Anyway, it's a good magazine, lots of interesting articles, Western, if you're interested in Southwest and things like that, and cowboy action shooting, I do. Anyway, thanks for doing the net this morning, Scott. Good to hear you again. This is BA3 YBS.
Alrighty, Bill. You have yourself a great weekend, and always a pleasure. Who we have next here? We have Marson, N8 MJN out in Sterling Heights, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody on the Morning Brew. This is N8MJN and the mobile. No, I currently do not subscribe to any magazines. With that, it's Happy Friday. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather. 73, N8MJN mobile.
Appreciate you joining us. KC5, CZX, Daryl in Lubbock, Texas. Good morning, Daryl. And what was the last magazine you subscribed to?
None. I need subscriptions to any magazines. Back to that, KC5C's.
good weekend, Daryl. That's going to do it for me. We're going to let Vicki and Scott fight about the next hour. Thanks to Vicki for logging this morning. It's always a pleasure. And everybody have a great day. This is W2 BLT. It's all yours.
Good morning again. This is Vicki K8VKY with Scott N7FGP, and we're going to continue where we left off. The question is, what is the last magazine you subscribed to? Michael N3MDP.
Well, good morning, Vicki and everybody on the Brew Crew. Vicki, that's an easy one. Magazine. My brother-in-law got it for me for, and that's my favorite car is the Corvette, so that would be Corvette Magazine. Back to you, Vicki, N3 and be safe.
Right. Thank you, and have a good day. Q4, why yeah?
Good morning, Miss Vicki and everyone else. You know, I don't know. We used to get magazines all the time. I just go to work. My wife says, I don't know. Well, I should get something from the ARRL, but I just let it send it to me digitally, and this is KQ4YY and Miss Vicki. Have a great day. Back to you now.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Chuck, KC1HTV.
Good morning, Vicki and Scott and everyone on the Brew Crew. Yeah, it's been many moons, but I'm going to say I think the last one I had was American Hunter. And with that, everyone have a great weekend. I'll say 7 threes and send it back to the net. KC1HTV.
You cut out a little bit there. American what?
I'm sorry about that. American Hunter. And with that, send it back to the net. 7 threes all.
Have a good weekend. And also, we've got the second cup coming up in about an hour here. And then later tonight, for those of you participating in the Quest program, we've got about an hour worth of coasters at 8 o'clock while the kids have the summer off. Michael, W1SS.
Good morning to the Brew Crew. This is W1SS. The last magazine I subscribed to was U.S. Chess. That's my second hobby. 73 is all. This is W1SS. Back to net.
Thank you, Michael. Have a good weekend. Anthony, W2HAV. W2HAV.
W2HAV. Vicki, did you call? I'm sorry.
Yes, I did. The question is, what is the last magazine that you subscribed
to? QST, W2HAV. Good morning, Vicki. Thank you for all you did. Back to the net.
Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Two on this list, N1 CBM and KA5GSS, and then we'll take some more check-ins. So first we'll go to Carlos, CBM.
Morning, Vicki, Scott, and everybody else. It's Friday. Beautiful morning up here in Boston, Massachusetts. 78 and clear skies. And I don't think this is going to be very hot for you. Wait for it. Wait for it. Flying Magazine. Yes, that's the last one I subscribed, and I have it digitally now. And one CBM, everybody have a great week. See you next week.
Thank you, Carlos. Have a good weekend. And last on this list is Shane K5GSN.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew. This is KA5GSS. The last magazine that I subscribe to, currently still am, is QST. Appreciate running the net, doing a great job. Everybody have a good one. KA5GSS. Back to Mexico. 7-3, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and have a good weekend. All right, taking more check-ins twice and slowly. Anyone, anywhere?
NY1 US. NY1
Australia. November Yankee, November Charlie, November Yankee, November Charlie.
KE2EDS.
Kilo 7, Victor Whiskey Papa, mobile. Kilo 7, Victor Whiskey Papa, mobile.
November AC2HT, Kilo Charlie 2, Kilo Hotel Tango.
SNM, KB3SNM.
All right, we had their KB3 SNM. Bob, we had Henry KC2KHG, we had Mike 7VWP, Mark KE2EDS, Steven NY4NC, and Norm NY1US. Was there anybody else in there?
Kilo 5, Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, VK5, CFW.
I know we had a VK5CFW, but I think there was one more in there.
November H, Hotel Lima November, NHHLN.
Right, we have Mike Getty at HLN and Carl VK5CFW. To the top, Norm NY1US. What was the last thing you had subscribed to?
Yeah, good morning, Vicki and Scott and everybody on the day. And the last magazine was Columbia Magazine. It's a Knights of Columbus magazine. So everybody have a great weekend, and back to you.
Thank you, Norm. Have a good weekend. NY4NC.
Good morning. The last magazine I subscribed to was Answers magazine from Answers in Genesis, which went digital. So that's my reply. Have a good day, everybody. God bless, and 7-3. Back to net, NY4NC.
Thank you, Mark KE2EDS.
Well, Vicki, good morning. Scott, good morning, Scott, and the rest of the Brew crew. Waking up in the beautiful city of Poughkeepsie, New York. And it's going to be a hot one here. Anyways, the last magazine that I subscribed to was Consumer Reports. Have a great day and a great weekend. This is KE2EDS. Back to the net.
Thank you, Mark. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you in Zoom. Mike K7VWP.
Vicky and everybody on the net. This is K7BWP. Nice and 76 degrees, but it's going to get over 100 today, so it's not going to be a fun afternoon. But with magazines the last magazine is the one I currently get. It's the Nosh Traveler, and it's the last one that's been delivering to me anyway. So that's my answer. K7BWP, back to net.
Thank you, Mike. Have a good weekend. Henry, KC2, K8.
KC2, KHT, East Islip, Long Island, New York. And last magazine was either Sailing or Sailing World. Basically the same, but back to the net, KC2, KHT.
Thank you, Henry. Bob, KB3, SNM.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew. I still receive several magazines, but they're for memberships like ARP or National Rifle Association. The last one I recall paying for independently was Reader's Digest. Back to you, KB3, SNM.
All right, we got you on for Reader's Digest. Carl, KV5, CFW.
Okay. I have two magazines. I have the Australian Amateur Radio magazine and also the BATC magazines. So thanks for the to the net.
Thank you. Have a good weekend, Carl. Mike, HLN.
Ricky and everyone, 72 degrees and overcast here this morning in the backyard. And my last periodical was is QST. QST. Everyone have a great week. Back to net and HLN.
Thank you. We've got, coming up, we've got Leo, K4ITA, Jim, and W4Q, and KD3AJN. Let's go first to Leo, K4ITA.
Morning, Vicky. Good morning, Scott. Not always nice to hear from you, Vicky. Good morning, everybody, from the beautiful Fort Lauderdale, 87 degrees, sun and cloudy and windy. And, well, besides the QST, I do subscribe to Lifetime. Everybody a great weekend, K488.
Have a good Jim, and W4Q.
Good morning, Vicky. Thanks for taking the call. That would have to be one of my ham magazines. Have a nice day.
You as well. Luciana, KD3HAN.
Hello, Vicki and everyone else on the net this morning. The last magazine I subscribed to was Lion magazine. Everyone have a great day and a great weekend. KB3AJN.
Have a good weekend. This is Vicky, VKY with Scott N7FGP. Today's question, what was the last magazine you subscribed to? Taking more check-in. Slowly, please.
This is Kilo 5, Lima, Echo, Mobile, K5, LLE, Mobile, Leslie, Houston, Texas.
This is KF2WV, Kilo, Foxtrot, 2 Whiskey Victor,
Warren in Alien, New York.
Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3, Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Alpha 5, Papa Uniform Delta. Kilo Alpha 5, Papa Uniform Delta.
Kilo Charlie 1, Whiskey X-Ray Papa. Kilo Charlie 1, Whiskey X-Ray Papa.
Kilo Charlie 2, Uniform Victor, Quebec. Kilo Charlie 2, Uniform Victor, Quebec.
Bravo 2, Golf London Whiskey. Golf London Whiskey.
I'll hold up there for just a minute. And just a reminder, if you have a second radio on in the background, we can hear it. And it does create an echo and makes it more difficult. Because at the very beginning there was a pileup and an echo. So it turns 4 people into 8. We'd appreciate it if you put headphones on that second radio. All right, what we did get was WB2GLW, KC2UVQ, KC1WXP, KA5PUD, KC3FGB, KF2WV, and K5LLE. If you come again, please.
Echo 3, Tango Golf November. Echo 3, Tango Golf November. Tim, Winter Hunter, Canada. Alpha, Alpha, Delta 1, Delta, Alpha.
Right, we had 81DA, V3TGN, and WB2GLW. Let's go up to the top here with Leslie, K5LLE. Yeah, I think she's usually in and out, so her and Warren, KF2WV.
Good morning. This is KF2WB, and the name is Warren, and I'm in Alien, New York. And the answer to your question is car and driver. And keep a running subscription of that. It's actually helped me pick out a couple cars along the way because I can see which ones are the better choice. But that's it. So I'm going to wish everybody a great day. 7-3. This is KF2WB.
Thank you very much, and have a good weekend. I just want to throw out there that tonight we're going to have coasters up from 8 to 9. For those of you that would like to participate and haven't signed up, you can go to ecr.radio/quest. And the way it works is when you have QSOs with certain people, you get a point after so many points. The first one is 5. You start getting certificates. Just incentive to help get more people on the air. All right, up is Ray. My screen just jumped here. KC3FGD, what's the last magazine you subscribed to?
everyone on the Brew. It's been a long time, but I think one was good housekeeping. Hey, everyone, have a great day, a wonderful weekend. Back to net.
All right, thanks, Ray. This is Scott in 7FGP along with Vicky KE8VKY. And let's move on down the list. And next is Montgomery, Texas, KA5PUD. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning to the crew. Well, it's been a long time. I can't remember the last one. It was either Consumer Reports or probably, or maybe CQ when that magazine existed. So back to the net, KA5PUD.
All right, thanks, Paul. You have a great day, and let's go to Chris in Manchester, New Hampshire, KC1 WXP. Good morning, Chris.
Well, good morning, Scott, Vicky, and all on the net, KC1 WXP. Let's see. Last time I subscribed to one. Goodness. I've never subscribed to one myself. However, something that I used to get on cassette and stuff, with me being blind and whatnot, and then later on, digital talking book cartridges. Anyway, it was the Spider magazine. It was one of those children's magazines. Anyway, I found it interesting, but I don't do very much magazines. And if I was to get QST, I think it would be digitally sent. I am not a big proponent, as a blind person, of having something totally in print. Have a great day and weekend, KC1 WXP. Thanks for that.
All right, Chris, I've got you down there. You have a great day, and yeah, I think most magazines digital, so I guess there's still a few that get mailed. Anyhow, thanks for checking in, and have a great day. Let's go to Bill in Valley Stream, New York, KC2 UBQ. Good morning, Bill.
Morning, all. The last magazine that I subscribed to was Easy Riders, back in the later 70s. KC2 UBQ.
Oh, yeah, Bill, I remember that one. All right, got you down. Thanks for checking in this morning. Have a great day. Let's go to Mike in Lake Ronkonkoma. I can't even say it. Lake Ronkonkoma, GLW. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, good morning, everybody on that WBTGLW, Lake Ronkonkoma. Nice job. Shooting times. Nothing like a magazine in the men's room. So, WB2LW. Back to next.
All right, Mike, we have got... Yeah, I'll get this stuff straight here sooner or later. Go to Tim in Windsor, Ontario, VE3TGN. Good morning, Tim.
There's Scott, Vicky, and that. No, I've never subscribed for a magazine and that. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to sell Liberty and Chatelaine when I was a teenager, and that. But then never subscribed myself for a magazine. Thanks, 73 to you, and have a good weekend, and thanks for being there, and we'll be clear, VE3 TGN, clear, 73.
All right, Tim, you have a great day and a great weekend yourself. Thanks for being out there. Let's go to Doug in Hutto, Texas. D1DA. Good
morning, Doug.
Morning, Brew Crew. Yeah, I think the only one I have right now is somebody. I'm a scuba diver, so they have a scuba magazine when you sign up for Paddy Club or something like that. And it's good, pictures with photos, and that's about it. Another thing that I just want to mention to Vicky, that I tried to sign up for the Quest, and it's giving me an internal server error. I don't know if there is anything wrong there, but just to let you guys know. Have a great weekend, 73, D1D8.
Right, Doug. We'll take a look at that, and we hope to hear from you tonight at 8 and get you some points. Let's see, we have a couple of text check-ins here. We have Kenneth in the Villages, AB4KT, Frank in Lancaster, New York, KC2JPQ. Well, let's get some more check-ins. If you would like to check in on that today, just need your call sign twice. Slowly. Try to space it out a bit.
November Whiskey 3 United, NW.
For Kilo Hotel Zulu, Eden 4 kilohertz.
KC2GRN. KC2GRN.
Right, well, let's see, that last station there, okay, we got it there, KR4NLO. Vicky, she's good. Joel, let's see, that was Greg, and then we have Joel, KC2GRN. We have in Rochester, New York, in for KHZ. David in Garner, North Carolina, NW3U. All right, let's go to the top of the list here, and that's going to be with Frank in Lancaster, New York, KC2JPQ. Frank, what was the last magazine that you subscribed to? Over to you.
Good morning, Scott and Vicky and everybody on the Brew. The last magazine was called Sailplane and Electric. It was for radio-controlled gliders and electric airplanes, and that was many moons ago. But anyhow, not much going on. Looked like we got a little rain coming into great week, and I'll send it back to the net, KC2G.
All right, Frank, thanks for checking in this. Let's go to Kenneth in the Villages, AB4KT. Good morning, Kenneth.
Everybody from the Villages, AB4KT. I subscribed to a magazine fairly recently, but not now. It was a Masonic Lodge related publication. Everybody have a great day, 7-3.
All right, Kenneth, I got you down there. Thanks for checking in this morning. And let's go to David in Garner, North Carolina, NW3U. Good morning, David.
Well, hey, good morning, everybody out there on the Brews this morning. I hope everybody is doing well. The last magazine is Trains magazine, and that's been a lifetime ago. It's been a long time. I appreciate you doing it this morning and doing the logging there, and I hope everybody has a good day. I'll catch you Monday morning, 7-3 NW3U.
Right, David, you're a little hot there.
Thanks for checking in this morning, and you have a great day. Let's move on to John in Rochester, New York, in for KHZ. Good morning, John. Let's try John again. In for KHZ. Righty, well, we'll mark John as an in and out, and we're going to move on down to Joel in East Yaphank, New York. KC2GRN. Probably said it wrong, Joel. Over to you.
Good morning, Vicky and Scott Squared this morning, and everybody on the Morning Brew, KC2GRN. Answer the question, last subscription magazine is Consumer Reports, actually. Everybody have a great day and a great weekend coming up. Thanks for what you guys do every morning. KC2GRN, back to net.
All right, Joel, we've got you down with Consumer Reports. Thanks for checking in this morning, and have a great day. Let's see, let's move to Greg in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, KR4NLO. Good morning, Greg.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm a new, haven't been one very long, probably less than a month. I got my license right before the 4th of July weekend. So I jump in whenever I could. I've been making contacts all over the place. My last subscription to anything was the QST I still have today. I got it way before I ever got my license for ham. Good morning to everyone on the net. I'm trying to get used to all this going on. So if I missed somebody, I'm sorry.
Well, Greg, welcome to the hobby. I'm glad to have you here, and stick around for the second cup coming up right after this net. Vicki and I will host the second cup, and we'll have a little more time to talk. So thanks for checking in this morning, and let's move on down to, let's see, we have a few text check-ins here. We have Joe in East Islip, New York, K2AP, Bob in Ecorse, Michigan, KQ8U, Kenny in Germantown, Maryland, WW0, and let's see if there's anybody out there on the radio that would like to check in. Just need your call sign twice and slowly. Please call now.
KJ5QKQ, KJ5QKQ. 1 Hotel Tango Juliet Mobile, Kilo 1 Hotel Tango Juliet Mobile.
Kilo Echo 2, Foxtrot Lima Oscar, KE2 FLO.
Kilo 5, Bravo Lima Uniform. 8, Sierra Kilo 5, Bravo Lima Uniform. STY Mobile.
Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo, copy. Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo, Terry, Junction City, Oregon.
Romeo. Kilo 5, Bravo Lima Uniform. Kilo 5, Bravo Lima Uniform.
60 WM, Kilo Delta 6, Oscar Whiskey, Michael, in and out.
All right, let me hold
this. Back to Juliet, KE8RQJ, in and out on mobile.
Righty, let me grab it here for a second and then tell you who we have. We had
Paul, KE8RQJ, who is in and out in mobile. We have Steve, KD6OWM, who is in and out. Thanks for checking in, Steve. Have a great day. Have Brian in Pasadena, Texas, K5BLU. We have Terry in Junction City, Oregon, AE7MR. We have Mike in Buffalo, KE2FLO. Bill in Graniteville, Vermont, K1HTJ. We have Kevin in Lorenzo, Texas, KJ5KQQ. All right, let's hit the mobile stations here real quick, and at the top of that list is going to be Bill in Graniteville, Vermont, K1HTJ. Good morning, Bill. And what was the last magazine that you subscribed to?
Well, very good. Good morning, everybody on the Brew. I've done my infusion up the Burlington Hospital, my twice-a-week one. So I'm still getting my last subscription magazine. It's QST. I get the hard copy of it, and I'm getting that. And everybody have a great weekend. Hopefully it'll be a nice weekend wherever you are in the States. K1HTJ73.
All right, Bill, I've got you down with the QST, and you have a great day yourself. Thanks for checking in this morning. Let's go to our other mobile station, Paul in Shelby Township, Michigan, KE8RQJ. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, sir, and everyone on that. The last magazine I believe I subscribed to was Gun Digest back in the day. But 73 to everyone. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care.
All right, Paul, you have a great day, and thanks for checking in today. All right, let's head up to the top of the list, and that's going to be with Kenny in Germantown, Maryland, WW0N. Good morning, Kenny.
Good morning, Scott, and Vicki, and everybody else. Happy Friday from sunny Germantown, Maryland. The last magazine I subscribe to is Nuclear News, Nuclear Engineers. So, yeah, once a month I get the latest, greatest industry news and stuff going around the nuclear industry. So anyway, back to net. Have a wonderful Friday and a great week wherever you are. This is Whiskey 0 November.
All right, Kenny, I've got you down with Nuclear News. Thanks for checking in this morning, and have a great day. Bob in Ecorse, Michigan, KQ8U. Bob, what was the last magazine that you subscribed to? Let's try Bob one more time there. KQ8U. Good morning, Bob. All right, well, let's move on down the list to Joe in East Islip, New York, K2AP. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicki, and everybody on the Brew Crew. The last magazine I subscribed to was the Radio Amateur Union of Spain magazine. And 77 degrees in East Islip, and it's looking like a pretty nice day. Have a good day, everyone. K2AP, back.
All right, Joe. That's a long title. All right, thanks for checking in this morning, and you have a great day. Let's move on down to, let's see, Kevin in Lorenzo, Texas, KJ5KQQ. Let me try that again, KJ5QKQ. Good morning, Kevin.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for letting me jump on here. This is actually my first net as a ham operator. Enjoy that. Last magazine was RC Modeler, and it's been a while.
Thank you, Kevin, and we're happy to have you. I hope you stop by again. All right, this is Vicky, K8V, Scott, and 7FGP. Next up is Mike, KE2FLO. What was the last magazine that you subscribed to?
KE2FLO. Good morning, everybody out there on the Brew Crew today. As far as the last magazine that I subscribed to was Guns and Ammo. And actually, recently, a buddy just gave me a free subscription, so I'm actually receiving it again as a gift. So, yeah, I'm still getting Guns and Ammo, and that's the last magazine and current magazine that I'm getting. And with that, I will say everyone have a great day today. 73s, and back to you, Net Control. KE2FLO.
Thank you, and have a good weekend. Terry, AE7MR.
Mike Romeo, the QST magazine, I do believe, if I remember right. I only have a member of AARL, and in my situation, none of the above can happen for a while. So anyway, yeah, good to have everybody out there. Thank you for bringing me to the campus. Back to Outback with us. Mike Romeo.
Thank you, Terry. Have a good weekend. Brian, KE5BLU.
Morning, everyone on the net. It's K5BLU, Lee in Houston. Last magazine would be the Columbia magazine that is part of the Knights of Columbus 4th Degree. And good morning from the exercise bike, day 32, post-knee replacement. Hope everyone has a great weekend. K5BLU.
Have a good weekend, and hope your knee keeps going well. Brian, tonight, try that again. W8RJD.
Everybody on the Brew, and happy Friday, TGIF. The only magazine I'm subscribed to at this point is QST Magazine. Hey, have a great weekend, everybody. 73s to all. Back to Net Control, W8RJD.
Thank you. That's Chuck W2EM.
And the rest of the crew. Last magazine I subscribed to was American Rifle. Back to Net, W2EM.
Thank you, Chuck. Have a good weekend. Gary, N8CF. N8ZFH.
Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango, KK4, VTT via Echolink.
Thank you. We'll get you in just a minute, but right now we're looking for Gary, N8ZFH. All right, just a reminder, you can text in, but if you don't get on the air, you don't get it. Actually, we'll go straight to Bruce, KK4VTT.
That's so funny. I'm so sorry. I didn't even hear the question of the day. I just turned it on just now. Can you please repeat the question of the day?
Sure thing. So eager to check in. Sorry, KK, sorry, I'm reading the log in the wrong place. What was the last magazine that you subscribed to?
Oh, I don't subscribe to none of the magazines. But I do want to say have a happy weekend out there. Have a good day. And everybody out there enjoy. Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango, Kissimmee, Florida. Another beautiful day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good weekend. Just one little reminder. ECR does have a magazine that is free. It's only digital, so it's not a print one. If you'd like to subscribe, you can go to ecr.radio/subscribe. Anyway, we got 6 seconds in. We got K5YNU, 4CTB, and W4PC. And I see we just do A8CLG in there. We'll take some more chickens. Anyone, anywhere, twice as full.
Oh, 9 Tango Bravo Delta, K9TBD.
Kilo 4 Hotel Delta, K4HD.
Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango. Kilo 5, Charlie Tango.
Kilo Echo 9, Delta Fox Fox, KE9, EFF.
This morning.
Kilo Edward 8, Michael, Indian Delta. Kilo Edward 8, Michael, Indian Delta.
I think we missed a couple in there, so keep an ear up to see if we got you, and I'll come back and get any of them missed. KE8MID, KE9DFF, KD5CT, K4HD, K9TBD, and WA8CLG. Was there anybody else?
Foxtrot Oscar, KC4 BFO.
Yeah, Oscar Sierra.
KF8, DIC, KF8, Detroit Rock City.
Kilo Bravo 1, Zulu Sierra Whiskey on Echo. KF0.
All right, well, I bet we had KE8MID, KF8DRC, and KB1ZSW. We also had in there KC4VFO. Can you correct that that's right? Sorry, can you confirm that that's right? Something similar to KC4VFO?
Correct. Kilo Charlie 4, Victor Foxtrot Oscar.
All right, thank you very much. We'll get a minute. There's also a KF0. Can you come again, please? All right. That's no one particular person with the key ups. Just a reminder, when you key up, we got between 400 and 500 people. So try to keep the key ups. One more time. Was there a KF0 station, please? We'll jump back in. Again, this is Vicky, KVKY, Scott, N7, FGP, and the question this morning is, what was the last magazine you subscribed to? Brian, W4, PTV.
Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, everybody on the net. The last magazine that I subscribed to, at least I think it's considered a magazine, would be the TV Guide. W4 PTZ, back to net.
Yep, and actually we were just talking about that in the Zoom room. Donnie, KM4 CTV.
Good morning, Vicki, and everybody on the net. KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I can't remember the last time I actually subscribed to something. I get occasionally in junk mail and stuff like that, but, things that come with memberships. But actual subscriptions, I can't remember anything off the top of my head. I usually just look at them online anyway. Thanks for doing the net. Have a great weekend, Vicki. KM4CTB, back to net.
Thank you, and you as well. Lauren, K5YNU.
Good morning, Vicki, Scott, everyone on the Morning Brew crew. Happy Friday. Well, actually, the last magazine I subscribe is ECR. Very good, very, very good magazine. Recommended for everyone. Everyone have a blessed day. K5YNU Mobile.
Thank you, and I appreciate it. And don't forget about the, I always get it backwards, the question for tonight. All right, from Homosassa, Florida, Doug, WA8, CLG.
The last magazine I subscribed to was a woodworking magazine. It's been so long ago that I don't even remember the correct title. So we'll just call it woodworking. Everybody have a good day. Back to you, Vicki.
Well, I'm sure if that's not the title, there's one with that title, so close enough. Joel, K9D.
On the Brew, I've subscribed to Scientific American since childhood, a teenager, and still today. And I'm a senior life member of the IEEE, and as a consequence, I get the Spectrum for free.
Thank you very much. Kevin, K4HD.
Yeah, good morning, Vicki. In the Brew, see, we got a Highlight magazine for the kiddo, and the Legion for myself. And I enjoy them both. I think I enjoy the Highlight more than the kid. But everybody have a great weekend. 73 all the way around. K4HD.
Thank you, and have a good weekend. David, Kitty5CT.
Good morning, everyone. This is Katie5CT, David in Converse. Oh, man, it's been a long time, but was Popular Mechanics. I just subscribed to that. Now I actually just go in the store and try to find it in the shelf. Good 73, everyone. Everyone has a good day. 85CT, back to you next.
No, I'm actually surprised you're the first person to get that one. All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend. FKE9DFF.
Good morning, Vicky and the net. Getting an idea here. I was going to joke around and say the Holy Bible, the HRO catalog that I get, once a year, but I guess it would be the ECR one that I get online. That's the only one that I can think of off the head. So, 73, everybody. 89, get back to next control.
Thank you, and have a good weekend. Mark, KE8NID.
Good morning to everybody out there on frequency. Subscribe to a lot of magazines, and now I just subscribe to Astronomy Magazine. Really good magazine. Jackson F Control.
I think you're a little far from the repeater, but we did get you. Thanks for stopping by, and we hope to have you back again. Next up, Michael, KC4VFO.
KC4VFO. Last magazine I subscribed to, which was a long time ago, was 73 magazine. I enjoyed it because it had a lot of cool little projects in there that you could do, like amplifier. It was awesome. KC4VFO, back to net.
Thank you, Michael, and welcome to the system. If you'd like the ECR, which is go to ecr.radio/subscribe. And also, if you'd like to learn more about the system, you can go to ecr.radio/welcome. And there's a welcome guide there that explains the system. Hey, DRC.
Oh, good morning, Vicky. Good morning, all. Yes, I was just joking. I was going to say I'm a TV guy, but People magazine. I always do People magazine. I like to read about people. And thank you for running the net, Vicky. KF8, Detroit Rock City.
I think a TV guide wouldn't cost much in ink or paper. All right, last on this list is Harry, KB1ZSW.
Morning to everybody on the net. The name here is Harry. First time checking in, I think, and I'm located in Hanson, Massachusetts, 25 miles south of Boston, and the last magazine I subscribed to yesterday was Maine Sportsman, which is kind of hunting, fishing, outdoorsy thing up in Maine. With that, I'll send it back to Net Control and everybody a good day.
Thanks for stopping by. Actually, this is the second time you've checked in. But this is net number 1,255, so it's understandable that glad to have you. All right, this is Vicky, K8VKY with Scott and FGP. I want to thank everybody for stopping by, and you to stand by, because we're going to take about a 1-minute break, give people a chance to disconnect if they need to. Then we'll turn it over to Scott to start the second cup.
R4, NLO, Kilo Romeo 4, November, Lima, Oscar. Clear from the channel. Y'all have a good day.
Oh, good morning again, everyone. This is Scott N7FGP in Jamestown, New York, along with Vicky, KE8VK, and welcome to the second cup. So we're going to slow things down just a bit, and we don't really have a set question for the second cup. As always, you can talk about what's on your mind this morning and let us know how your day is going or what you got planned coming up. And you can also, if you want to or miss the question, you can answer the Morning Brew question. So let's see. What was the last magazine that you subscribed to was the Morning Brew question. And, I was thinking about that. It was probably a journal, GEMS, a Journal of Emergency Medical Services. Before that, it was probably Sailing. It's been a while since I've really subscribed to magazines. But anyhow, so if you would like to check in, as always, you can use the text line. And that number is 716-317-9050, or you can email your call sign to @ecr.radio. All right, so if you'd like to check in, we just need your call sign twice and slowly. Please call now.
This is November 8th, Zulu Foxtrot Hotel. November 8th, Zulu Foxtrot Hotel.
Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango. Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango.
Kilo Echo 9, Fox Fox, KE9 DFF.
Whiskey Bravo 8, Oscar Delta Foxtrot. KK4 DUK. KK4 DUK.
All right, let me tell you who we have so far. We have, from the bottom up, the text line, Roy in Blaisdell, New York, KABYU. We have Duck in Lake City, Florida, K4DUK. Good morning, Duck. We have Anna in Beaver, Pennsylvania, KD3AJN. Dave in Ypsilanti, Michigan, W8ODF, and Evan in Milton, Wisconsin, KE9DFF. David in Converse, Texas, KD5CT. We have Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan, DFH. All right, let's go to the top of the list here with Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan, N8ZFH. Good morning, Gary, and what's on your mind today?
Good morning, Scott, Vicki, and the rest of the crew. Good list for the second cup. I must have missed my call for the first cup, so I'll answer that one. The last one I subscribed to was QS. That was finding out that I could get a hard copy again, so I was happy to do that. I don't like really reading things online. And today, heading to the Wyandotte Street Fair just south of Detroit. And that's about it. Looking for a little bit of showers for about an hour, and then it should be great the rest of the day. Be listening here as I go get my first cup of coffee. Hope everybody has a great weekend. N8ZFH, back to net.
All right, Gary, thanks for checking in today, and have fun at the street fair. That sounds like a good time there. Let's move to David in Converse, Texas, KD5. Good morning, David. What are your plans for the weekend? And then over to you.
Good morning, Scott, and everyone on the second cup. This is Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango, David here in Converse, Texas. I'm actually a native of Buffalo, New York, born and raised. This weekend, hey, I'm going to try to avoid the storm that's supposed to be coming in tomorrow, and try to beat the heat out here.
hopefully get some more contacts on HF. Once again, this is Kilo Delta 5, Charlie Tango. Hope everyone have a good day and a good weekend. Back to you, Ned.
Right, David. Thanks for checking in this morning. And yeah, I know about beating the heat down there in Texas. It's that time of year, isn't it? Yeah, I want to tell everybody about a new net that we're starting here Monday. It's going to be Monday at 9:30. Called the night shift. It's 2 hours of rag chew, so we can kind of have little conversations and get to know each other better. And maybe I can talk through it. So anyhow, I would encourage everybody to join us at 9:30 p.m. on the Eastern Time for the night shift. Let's move on down the list to Evan in Milton, Wisconsin, KEDF. Good morning, Evan, and what's on your mind today? What you got going on for the weekend? Over to you.
Good morning, everybody. KE9DFF. Just finishing out my day here at work. Actually, I'm only 2 hours. But I, believe it or not, have a full cup of coffee in me, so I think that's a good sign. My day out cleaning a bathroom says, yay! I don't know if I know what's going on. I haven't really looked at the calendar. I know I've got a vendor fair next weekend, camping the 2 weekends after that, so this might be an empty weekend for me. If that's the case, then I'll slip down to the ham shack, turn on the computer, and probably do some 10-meter ST8. I know it's been bad the last couple nights, but fish out of the weeds, so keep going with that. Everybody have a good weekend. 73, everybody. KE9 DFF, back to net control.
Right, Evan. Sounds like you might have to take advantage of this weekend. Your schedule is filling up there. Well, again, cleaning the bathroom, yeah, that's not my favorite job, especially to start the day there. Checking in, Evan, and we'll move on over to Dave in Ypsilanti, Michigan, WB8ODF. Good morning, Dave. How are you today? And what's on your mind this morning?
Well, good morning, Scott and Vicki. This is Dave. I'm in Ypsilanti, Michigan. That's 30 miles west of Detroit. And I have a friend that needs some help with a couple of projects, so I'm looking forward to giving him a little bit of help. This is Dave, WB8ODF.
All right, Dave. Well, good luck helping your friend out there, and hope you guys get your jobs there accomplished. Thanks for checking in this morning, and you have a great day and a great weekend. Move on to Anna in Beaver, Pennsylvania, KD3AJ. Good morning, Anna. How are you today? What's on your mind?
Good morning, Scott, everyone else in there this morning. Well, today's kind of a free day. We're just home and doing some things around the house. Tomorrow, our radio club is having a picnic. So we're going to the picnic and going to enjoy it. See some friends and have some fellowship. Everyone have a great weekend. KD3AJN.
Well, that sounds like a good weekend. I'm trying to remember the last time I actually went to a picnic. I guess you could count me a picnic, right? Kind of. Maybe not. Anyhow, thank you, Anna, for checking in this morning, and you have a great weekend. This is Scott, N7FGP, along with Vicky, KE8VKY, and let's move on down to Duck in Lake City, Florida, KK4DUK. Quack, quack.
This is KK4 UK. Sorry. Oh, God.
to you, Scott, as well as you. Miss Vicky, I hope all is well. Again, KK4DUK. I'm Duck out of Lake City, Florida, and I plan on staying indoors today because it's just too hot. Our heat index today is supposed to get up to 112 degrees, so I plan on staying on the inside and enjoying air conditioning. Tomorrow, Saturday, is the meeting of my local Aries organization. That's at 10 o'clock, so I will be attending that. That'll last till around 12 o'clock, and we will be discussing the good things, the things that went well, and the things that didn't go quite so well during this past ARRL field day that we all participated in. So looking forward to that particular meeting. It was my very first ARRL field day. So that's all that's going on with me today. I'm going to try to stay cool. Wish I had some water since I am Duck 73. KK4 DUK, turning it back to net control. Quack, quack.
All right. Yeah, I got to keep you on your toes there. It sounds like staying indoors with a heat index of 112 degrees outside. Yeah, it sounds like a darn good plan to me. So, well, Duck, thanks for checking in this morning, and you have a great weekend. Move on down to Roy in Blasdale, New York, KA8BYU. Good morning, Roy. How are you today? And any big plans for the weekend, or what's on your mind today? Let's try Roy one more time. KA8BYU. Good morning, Roy. You out there?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm here. However, I had to answer the pharmacy call. They called me to let me know they're ordering my one medication they don't have in the stock. Yay. What else is new? Well, now that I got where I get kids fed and all that nonsense, I think I'm ahead of the day so far. Everybody have a good weekend and take care. Enjoy the weather, except make sure you stay hydrated in that, and take frequent breaks if you're doing something outside. Back to you.
Roy, isn't that the way it always happens? Just right when you get called, the phone rings, and it's the pharmacy, and you got to take the call. Yeah, I get it. And they're always ordering my medications. They never have them in stock, because I have to make sure I refill them in advance. Roy, you have a great day and a great weekend. Thanks for checking in this morning. Let me read off some of the check-ins we have here. We have Sal, W2SAL. We have Gil, team member, in K4GDS. We also have Bob in Ecorse, Michigan, KQ8U. Via the text line, we have Joe, K2AP. Let's see if there's somebody out there listening on the radio that would like to check in. Now's your chance. Just give us your call sign twice and slowly. Call now.
Whiskey 5 Papa Lima, mobile. Whiskey 5 Papa Lima, mobile.
Kilo Juliet 7, Quebec, Yankee Golf. Kilo Juliet 7, Quebec, Yankee Golf.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Foxtrot Hotel Bravo. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Foxtrot Bravo.
right, let me grab it.
AALG, Whiskey Alpha 8, Charlie Lima Golf.
Foxtrot A, Fox Golf, Sierra Victor, Kilo Foxtrot Golf, Sierra Victor.
Okay, now I got it. Let's see, let me read back who we have here. First of all, we have Lisa in Bryan, Texas, KF8GSB, Doug in Homosassa, Florida, WA8CLG, John in Bryan, Ohio, KF8FHB, Mike in Notai, Oregon, KJ7QYG. We have people who's mobile in Eastern Pennsylvania, K9TBD. Have James in Spring, Texas, W5PL. James, I still can't get used to that call sign. But let's go to you first, W5PL. What do you got going on this morning, and any big plans for the weekend? Over to you, James.
Well, good morning, Scott and Vicki. Thank y'all for running that this and good morning to everybody on the second cup. This is Whiskey 5 Papa Lima Mobile. Man, I was trying to think, this might be the first time I've checked into the second cup. Maybe not, but I'm usually not around this time of day, so this is really a treat for me. I'm going to try to take it easy this weekend. I got to go to the gym and work out with the wife, and then I'm going to go do some hiking around on Sunday if the weather holds up, and just been cleared by my physical therapist to start using my leg again. I have been recovering from a torn meniscus for the last month or 2 months, really. I've been in physical therapy, and so I'm really looking forward to testing this thing out, and hopefully it doesn't swell up like a pumpkin. But yes, that's what my day's got in store, and it's great hearing everybody out there. I hope everybody has a wonderful day ahead and a great weekend, and we'll catch everybody further down the log. Go ahead and say 7-3 and hand it back to that. This is Whiskey 5 Papa Lima Mobile. James actually in the Woodlands now, and we'll be monitoring.
Right, James. Well, thanks for checking into the second cup today. And boy, a torn meniscus, that's painful. And now if you're going to go out hiking, take it easy out there, especially with the heat and everything there in Texas. All right, James, you have a great day, and thanks for checking in. Let's go to Joel in Easton, Pennsylvania, K9 TBD. Good morning, Joel. How are you? And what's on your mind this morning?
Good morning, Scott and Vicki and the rest of the second cup. Torn meniscus, I had that a few years ago. No fun whatsoever. We're excited about Heritage Day in Easton. I'm actually in Bethlehem right now. India celebrates the 4th of July on the 11th, and we call it Heritage Day because it's where the Declaration of Independence was read for the third time, Center Square. So Center Square is going to be all decked out. And there'll be a reading at noon, and it's a great day. We had one guy a few years ago that could recite it from memory. It was just absolutely amazing. So that's what we're up to today. Today we're getting a cup of coffee. Tomorrow we're going to Heritage Day. Back to Net K9 TVD in Bethlehem today now.
That sounds like a really cool thing to do. I would like to go to that someday. Yeah, maybe not too far. Well, Joel, thanks for checking in this morning. You have a great day and a great weekend. Let's see, we picked up a couple of text check-ins here, WW0N, and I guess that's it there. Let's go up to the top of the be with Joe in East Islip, New York. K2AP, good morning, Joe. How are you today, and any big plans for the weekend?
Scott and Vicki, everybody in the Brew crew in the Zoom room also. I really don't know. Today's nice and warm for a change. Just enjoy the weather and maybe catch up on some. I have a little soldering to do on the workbench, but nothing much. So it's just kind of a relaxed weekend. So have a great weekend, everyone. K2AP, back to net.
Thank you, Joe. Just don't pick up the wrong end of the soldering. Your day will be good. This is Vicky, KAVKYO Scott at 7FGP. On to Bob, KQ8U. How are you doing, Bob?
Morning, Scott and Vicky and the rest of the second cup. Not too bad. Today's car show day. It may or may not rain. If it's sunny or real hot, I don't know how I can stay on the line. I can stay out in the heat because it's medication and still recovering from that heart procedure. But what's going on here? And as part of the first question, I got away from the radio. Was Hot Rod Magazine was the last subscription I had. I still get some trade magazines that come every month are free. But every have a great weekend. KQ8U, back to net.
We're glad to hear you're doing better. And you're in Detroit every day is car show day. I think there might be 1 or 2 days here there's not. I'm sure they make up for it. Take care of yourself and get well. From Orlando, Gil, K4GDS.
Morning, Vicky, Scott. Working from home this morning and going to go invest in one of my other hobbies. I'm looking into getting into reloading for my 45 Colt rifle, so I'll head out to a gun show tomorrow. Beyond that, anyone interested, I'm giving a lot of thought to selling my Zygu X6100, probably going to go listed on our Tuesday night. I want to get back into 891 so I can use it with the ATAS as well. So anyone interested in X6100, look for that. I'll be sending that over to be posted on the ECR. Other than that, have a great weekend, everyone. K4GDS, back to net.
Thank you, Gil. And swap and top items go to Kevin, VE3EV. And then those go on the Tuesday night TechNet, starting at 8 o'clock. Thanks, Gil. And Gil also participates. He's one of the, not participates, but he's one of the people that help run the Open Mic Net. Most anybody can be a net controller. You go through everything, and it's run from Zoom where you have a team backing you up. Can't be more easier than what they make it. If you'd like to subscribe, I'm mixing up everything here today. If you'd like to participate with that, I believe it is ecr.radio/join open mic. And on to Sal, W2SAL.
Morning, Miss Vicky, Mr. Scott, Steve, all in the Zoom room as well. Well, today I'm actually on my second cup for a change. I got up late today. I got a few things I got to get ready for our Hamfest on the 18th, and that's kind of what we're working on. I'm trying to finish coordinating stuff for that, and having a good time, I guess you can say. Got big shoulders. With that, I'm going to send it back to net control. I hope everyone's feeling good this weekend, and stay hydrated. W2SAL, back to net.
Mick, KJ7QYG.
Good morning, Vicky, and everyone else there. I'm looking out my window and looking at a bunch of turkeys and 3 deer. It's like National Geographic out here on the farm. I'll be pickling kohlrabi this morning. All the produce is coming in. We have 23 raised beds, so it keeps us busy. And then this afternoon, into the blacksmith shop. We're fortunate. It's in the 40s in the morning, 80s in the afternoon, and then goes back to the 40s. So it gives us some relief. Good morning, everyone. Enjoy the day, 73. KJ7QYG, back to net.
After you said you're looking out your window at turkeys, I have expected a joke about your neighbors. Thanks for stopping by. On to John, KF8, FHB.
KF8, FHB. I'm not doing a whole lot today. I drop off my wife's car for an error code that we got yesterday. Hopefully it should be covered under warranty. Go home later and start working on digital modes and getting my computer hooked up to the radios and make sure that everything talks right to each other. That's pretty much it. KF8, FHB.
Thank you, John. We're glad to have you. Doug, WA8, CLG.
This is WA8CLG, everyone. And I've already done my my major activity for the day. Excuse me. I got up early this morning and went out for my trike ride. Usually do that late in the evening, but tried that last night about 6:30. The temperature was 94 degrees. I said, no way. So other for the weekend, nothing planned. So everybody try to have a good one. Back to you, Vicki.
Thank you, and have a good weekend. And also for this weekend, tonight, 8 o'clock, is a pop-up QuestNet. So if you'd like to participate in the QSO Quest, come around at 8. You do need to register for the program, ecr.radio/quest. Also, tomorrow morning is the 40 meter net, 7.245 at 9 a.m. And next up is Fate GSV. KF8 GSV. Go down as in and out. And also want to put out there Monday starts the new net with Scott N7FGB as net controller at 9:30. So join us then too. Kenny, WW0N.
Good morning, Vicki, and everybody else on the second cup. Not a whole lot going on. We have tea at Woodlawn Manor tomorrow afternoon just to get out and have a little date night. Date afternoon. Hopefully the weather is nice, but we'll be inside. And other than that, just a few hobbies around the house, the shack, just get things nice and tidy and just do some creative things. Other than that, just staying well. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful weekend and stays healthy and strong. Back to Vicki and the net. This is Whiskey 0 November.
Thank you, Kenny, and have a good weekend. Ruben, KD6 CWI.
Good morning, Vicki. Thank you for doing the net. It's a pleasure to be here. Guys, I was awake early and then I wanted to check in. A lot of antenna projects going on here in the shack. I think the latest one was my newly acquired Polymer Engineering transformer. That 9-to-1 on transformer, go up to 5 kilowatts. And then I was able to purchase a choke or a line isolator at the end of the coax. So the RF can go back to the radio. And that's a big one. It's almost the same price as the transformer. It's geared for 5 kilowatts too. So transformer and line isolator both rated for a max of 5 kilowatts. Be running an LMR 400. He mentioned that if you're running high wattage, you should be at least 10 feet away, 10 feet of coax, tuner radio to your line isolator, and then the rest of the coax. And I think based on the antenna that I'm making, which runs 160 to 6, He's only telling me to run a 100-foot callback, not the usual 135 minimum or 155 minimum. The line wire is 155 long, and that's rated for, I think, 4 kilowatts, and that's coming from him. Bob was the owner of Palomar Engineering. I talked to him directly. He's only 5 minutes away from my QTH. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and stay safe and enjoy 23 KD6 CWI.
Thank you, Ruben, and have a good weekend. Let's go back to Lisa, KF8 GSV. I think she might be having a hard time getting in. Lisa, KF8 GSV, are you there? Yep, I can see it keying up, but we're just not getting any audio. Hi, Leo, K4IPA, how are you doing today?
Morning. Hey, Vicky and Scott. Hi again. Nice to hear you again, and nice to be in the relaxing second cup this morning. A couple of hours doing, well, not really nothing, but working in the shack in the office where I have the radio. And then I will think about business later on today. We'll be working on my new satellite setup. Got the small rudder, that elevation azimuth to start playing satellite. And I fixed my good old magnetic loop. That's all I do in HF. I'm very happy with that. And everything else is okay. Waiting for the weekend. It's going to be a busy weekend, and we keep going. I hope Dick is doing well, and say hello from me and from everybody when you talk to him, okay? Everybody, a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Back to you, Vicky.
Yes, Dick continues to improve, and he should be back before too long, but he does need time to continue to recover. You have a good weekend. This is John, K5ORD.
K5ORD. Good morning, Vicky. And second cup. You guys are on the second cup. I'm on my first cup. Yesterday was a pretty busy day. I had 4 different nets last night, so enjoyable, but I ended up on a midnight 220 net, so that kind of was how long it went. But hey, every day on radio is a good day, so I just want to say hello, and everybody have a great day and a great weekend. Back to you, Vicky, K5ORD.
Thank you, John, and good to hear from you. Yeah, we actually had a lot of people over the last few years asking for a late night net and also a rag chew net. So we do have a new net starting Monday, rag chew net at 9:30, so we'd like to have everybody. All right, that's the last. This is Vicky, K8VKY with Scott, N7FGP. Taking more check-ins twice and slowly, please.
Kilo Yankee 4, November, Bravo, KY4NB, Scott in Memphis.
Whiskey Bravo 5, India Tango, WB5ITT, mobile in and out, TGIF.
9 XOK.
got KR4, CKC, K9, XOK, KQ4YYN. We had WB5I, and we also had Scott, KY4NB. Was there anybody else?
KD2IWN. KD2IWN.
Coming in Toledo, I heard KF8G. Could you come again, please? I think you're just a little too far from that repeater, but you're welcome to try again in a few minutes. We also had KD2IWN, and I think I had the rest was KR4CKC, and now we also have N2ZWR. Let's go back up to Scott, KY4NB. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm Mickey and everybody on the second cup there with the ECR, KY4NB here, walking the streets in the land of Elvis and barbecue in Memphis. Got the dog with me, and well, anyway, I'm mobile on a mobile phone, hi, for a change. Let's see. Today on the agenda, work some remotely, walk the dog, finish that, and cut the yard, do some errands there, Miss Vicki, that need to be done, and hopefully looking forward to net this afternoon or two, and that's it. It's overcast, but it is still hot here. Thanks for everything you and Scott are doing there this morning, and I do hope Godfather's doing better there, feeling better. Back to you, Miss Vicki, and the net, KYNB.
He is continuing to do better. However, I now need like a week-long vacation just listening to everything you're going to get done today. All right. Bye. Next up, Joe, KQ4YYN.
Good morning, Miss Vicki and everyone else. I'm vlogging for you now. I apologize. Hope you have a great day. There's several subjects we can talk about. So, earlier they asked me about magazines. I used to get a magazine because I used to be an extra in movies and some TV shows. They just wouldn't give me a speaking part because they'd have to pay me close to $900 a day. If I just said 3 or 4 words, I would get paid really well. But anyway, I was in the new Three Stooges movie in the hospital scene wearing the bathrobe in the background when they chased the Three Stooges down the hallway. I forget the magazine I used to get that came from out in Hollywood. What else did it get? Oh, yes. The rap, you say? I would have started off now. This is KQ4YYN, and everybody thinks it might get to the net, and I probably will, Miss Vicki. I'm just messing. Hope you have a great day. And there were some more things, but I don't forget what I want to talk about. I'm trying to fight this traffic getting on 285 in Atlanta going to Augusta. Have a great day. This is KQ4YYN. Back to you, Miss Vicki.
Well, Joe, I'm going to pick it up here. This is Scott in 7FGB along with Vicki, KE8VKY, and this is the second cup. Hey, Joe, I wonder if that was the Hollywood Reporter, if you were an extra. Maybe that was the magazine for you.
No, sir, it wasn't. It was a magazine that they send out when they wanted people to vote on and so forth. I was in the movie with oh good Lord, what's that lady's name? The Odd Life of Timothy Green. Jennifer Garner. I was in the movie with her. I was in the movie with Faith Ford. She's a real nice lady. We actually got to talk with her. And I was in a movie with Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton. For Noise. Anyway, a bunch of different movies. I can tell a story, but I take too much time, and I'm sorry about taking up too much time already. But this is KQ4 YYN. Back to you, Mr. Scott.
Oh, no problem there, Joe. Hey, save some of those stories for Monday night at 9:30, and we'll have a little more time to talk about those things. Sounds very interesting. All right, Joe, thanks for checking in. We're going to go to Pat in Northbrook, Illinois. K9. Okay. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, Scott and Vicki and everybody on the second cup. I haven't actually had my actual first cup of coffee yet. Breakfast hasn't arrived yet, but looking forward to it, and I'm not going to touch this dial. I like it right here. I really enjoy these nets, and I sure like hearing from everyone, so really good to be here with everyone today. Good morning again from K9XOK, Pat in Northbrook.
Pat, we're glad you're here, and hope to hear from you tonight too. So, yeah, I'm just about down 40 ounces of coffee so far this morning. And that's probably enough for me for today. So, anyhow, Pat, thanks. And we're going to break with Pat and go to Bill in the Villages, Florida. KR4 CKC. Good morning, Bill. How are you today? And what's on your mind this morning?
Good morning, Scott. The rest of the brew on this time around. I've been up early since 4 o'clock this morning. My golden retriever decided he's going to get me up today, so I'm working on a third cup of coffee at least. Not too much going on today. It's going to be another hot day here in the Villages. Right now, we're 91 with a heat index of 106. But do plan on chilling out with my wife this weekend and just kind of keep a low profile. So this is KR4CKC. You'll have a great day.
Bill, yeah, I hear it's going to be pretty warm down there today, so keep cool out there. You know, it's interesting. I was watching a video on YouTube about the Villages just the other day. A very big place. I didn't realize it was so big. Anyhow, Bill, thanks for checking in this morning, and we'll talk to you later. Let's go to Tim in Hamburg, New York, not too far from me, KD2IWN. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew crew. Don't get in here as often now that I'm off on medical. For some reason, I sleep in a little bit after the wife goes to work, and I just can't get out of bed sometimes. Didn't hear what the question was this morning, so I'm kind of curious. What was the question this morning?
The Morning Brew question was, what was the last magazine that you subscribed to? I had to think for a minute because sometimes those just kind of slip in my mind after it's over. Anyhow, over to you, Tim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they had a
before I left, back in June, they had a thing about magazine subscriptions. Do you have subscriptions? And that was a big fat zero for me. I don't have any subscriptions to magazines. It is. I haven't had any in years. And I think back then I said, if you would ask a question about, the old Columbia House back in the day, we all had all kinds of stuff that we got for 11 cents or something like that. But nope, none of those. Weekend, just kind of chilling out. Like I said, still recovering from shoulder surgery, sitting around with a sling on, doing what I can. And I know I got to go with my buddy of mine's picking me up and taking me to the bank and the post office. And later on, got a guy coming here to give us a quote on some doors for the house. That's about it for today. Not a whole lot much more going on. Over the weekend, my brother's coming over for dinner, I think, tomorrow night. And that's probably the height of tomorrow. Might get out and do some walking around with my son up in the woods, maybe, if I can walk a little bit. I can walk, but it's just a matter of what I can do. But that's about it for the weekend, and church on Sunday and chilling out. So not a whole lot much more going on. And that's about it, and good to hear everybody. I'm glad I can get on here, and hope Dick is doing well. I do have a radiogram for him, so hopefully he can answer on here shortly. I can send him a radiogram. I'm going to send it back to you. 73, this is KD2IWN. Have a good weekend, Al.
Right, Tim. Yeah, I remember taping my penny to the little thing and licking the little stamps for the records. I probably got records, and then before 8 tracks. So, and sending that in and waiting for them to arrive in the mail. That was a lot of fun back then. And hope your shoulder's getting better. And good to talk to you this morning. So have a great weekend. Let's see. We have a couple new text check-ins here. We have Bill. Do you remember Bill KF0MHN? And we also have Dan in Radford, Virginia, into ZWR. Well, let's go to Dan in Radford, Virginia, into ZWR. Good morning, Dan. How are you today? And it was good to see you last night in the town hall. What you got going on this weekend, and what's on your mind this morning?
Good morning, Scott, Vicki, everybody on the net. Thanks for running it. I really enjoy it. I don't have much going on this weekend. It was good to see you last night too in the Zoom room. I don't have much going on. Daily errands to run today, and have my patient to take care of. I just wanted to jump on and say good morning to everybody. I hope everybody has a safe and healthy, happy weekend. Back to you, Scott, N2ZWR.
Right, Dan. Well, you have a great weekend, and don't work too hard there. Go to team member Bill in East Bethel, although I don't think he's there right now. KF0MHN. Just want to know, Bill, is it hot enough for you down there in Arizona?
Yeah, Scott, it's hot. It's 6:49 in the morning and it is 88 degrees already. It's supposed to get up to a high of about 113, 114 today. So yes, I'm going to try to find a way to cool off. Probably hit the pool and do a little workout today. The question of the day was about the magazine. And back in the Zoom room, you're probably not surprised, but the last magazine I had was Pickleball magazine, of course. So that was I really enjoyed that one for a while, but then it started to turn into advertisements and things like that. So looking forward to your net on Monday. Very excited about that. I'll be able to tune in a little bit early here. Then when we get back to Minnesota, it'll be a little bit later. I'm really excited about that for you. And then also looking forward to the quest this evening as well. So back to net, KF0MHN.
It's a dry heat, right? Right there, Bill? All right, thanks for checking in this morning. And, I'm going to have to check out pickleball. I keep hearing all these people playing pickleball and pickleball. I can't even say it. And so I'm going to have to check that out. Thanks for checking in this morning. That was the bottom of the list. So let's see if we have anybody else out there that would like to check in. We still have about 9 minutes or so. So if you'd like to check into the second cup today, we just need your call sign twice and slowly. Please call now.
Kilo India 5 Whiskey Yankee Charlie. Kilo India 5 Whiskey Yankee Charlie.
82IZ. 82IZ.
Sierra Victor. Foxtrot 8 Golf. Sierra Victor.
KE2EDS. November 4 EDS. Hotel Echo. November 4 Romeo Hotel Echo.
KF8 DXC. KF8 DXC.
All right, let me jump in here, and looks like maybe one more station is trying to call in for SIM. Is that your call sign? Right, well, maybe not. All right, let me tell you what I have here. I have Ronald in Toledo, Ohio, KF8 DXC. I have Roger in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in for RHE. Good morning, Roger. I have team member Mark in Elma, New York, KE2EDS. Lisa, hopefully we can get that, we can hear you this time, KF8 GSD. I have Luke in Spring, Texas, KI5WYC, and we have Bob in East Amherst, New York, 82IZ. Let's start with you, Bob. How are you doing today, and what's on your mind? Got big plans for the weekend? Over to you.
Good morning to everybody on the net, and thank you, Vicki and Scott, for what you do there. No big plans. We're going to just try to stay cool, find some music to listen to. Right now, waiting for my doctor to come out of her chiropractor, or my wife to come out of her doctor's appointment. And then we're going to go do a little shopping and go home and just enjoy the weekend coming up. So I'll say 7-3 to everybody, and have a great day, great weekend. 82IZ clear.
Right, Bob. Yeah, you know, we're at 73 degrees right now, but it's only going to get up to about 80, so not too bad, not terrible. Thanks for checking in this morning, and you have a great day. Let's move to Luke in Spring, Texas, KI5WYC. Hey, Luke, I bet it's a little bit warmer there in spring than it is here in Jamestown, New York. Over to you.
KI5WYC, thanks for taking me on. Sorry if my signal's a bit patchy, I am mobile. The car's showing it's about 87 degrees outside, which is pretty nice, but it has been getting up to at least 100 at times. But besides that, I mean, it has been a bit better than it has been over the past 2 weeks. Plans for the weekend, probably just going to hang out with some family. I have some friends who are wanting to record some music, so probably end up helping them out with that. But outside of that, just enjoying the 2 days off of work, and then going right back to it next week. KI5WIC, back to you, and glad to be on the second cup, first time ever.
Luke, we're glad to have you here on the second cup, and thanks for checking in. Sounds like fun out there recording some music, so anyhow, thanks for checking in. Let's move on down. Let's see if we can get to Lisa in Bryan, Ohio, KF8 GSB. Good morning, Lisa. How are you today? What's on your mind?
Morning, KF8GSV. Sorry about my signal earlier. We were driving around after dropping off my car.
My husband, John, who checked in earlier, we happened to be in a parking lot, so he was getting better signal than when we were moving. So we're in another parking lot now. But today, my big plans for the day is we have a 4-month-old puppy named Antenna because we're both ham fans and because she has a little antenna-colored tail. It's black tail with a brown body, fawn-colored body. So she's just all full of energy and needs a bunch of attention. So we're going to spend some time with her. We're going to go out to dinner with our friends tonight, play some board games. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and back tonight, KF8GSB.
Well, Lisa, have fun with your puppy there, Antenna. That's a cool name. And have a great time. And I think we're going to go look at a boat here this afternoon and hopefully get a boat one of these days. We have this nice lake. I can look out there and see it. I need a boat. All right, thanks for checking in. Let's go to team member Mark in Elma, although I think he's on the road. KE2EDS, good morning, Mark. And sounds like you have a big adventure going on there. Over to you.
Well, good morning, Scott, and the rest of the group. Yes, we are going to take a little adventure today. We are going to do the Walk Over the Hudson. I believe it's a national trail. It's a bridge, the longest walking suspension or non-suspension bridge. I'm looking forward to that today. Just going to be a nice family weekend. Other than that, I wish everyone else on the net today a great weekend. Hope to hear everybody Monday morning. KE2EDS.
That sounds very cool, Mark. I'm going to have to check that out. My wife and I have been trying to find. We haven't gotten out to explore any of the places here yet, so hopefully we can do that. She's just got a busy work schedule and going to have eye surgery next week, so I'm going to be out anytime soon. Anyhow, thanks for checking in, Mark, and thanks for all that you do. Well, let's go to Roger in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in for RHE. Good morning, Roger. How are you today, and any big plans for the weekend? Over to you.
Good morning. Thanks for serving your second cup. So many questions. My suggestion is to check the hull and the cap where they're joined together, see what that seal is. And also look in the bilge. Everything falls eventually in the bilge. If everything checks out, the bilge is clean and the caps are secured, then go for a test drive. Today I'm going to the grocery. I finally received my fruit and vegetable machine in bright yellow to combat cyclosporiasis outbreak in Michigan and elsewhere. So I fell for the gimmick of my fruit and vegetables before this outbreak. Also, I'll buy books of stamps before the Sunday price increase. November 4, Roger, I'm enthusiast. Return to net.
Well, thank you for the advice there, Roger. I'll take a look at the bills and the plugs and all of that. Yeah, we were talking about that outbreak just before the net this morning. So, all right, thanks for checking in this morning, and you have a great day. Let's see. Last on the list here, and it looks like it's going to be the last for the day, is Ronald in Toledo, Ohio, KF8. EXP. Good morning, Ronald. How are you today, and what's on your mind this morning? Over to you.
KF8 DXC. Not much is going on the mind. I figured I'd join in the group here and participate for a change because I'm actually have a day off. Busy. So you got to pick up the boy from the airport, flying in from Japan, serving our country. So that should be fun to have some time off with the boy and enjoy it. Of course, we're going to try to hang up the HF antenna this weekend as well and get on the airwaves now that we've got our general's license, which is great. I was going to ask the previous question, which was your magazine. My favorite one was Computer Shopper, and the mail lady
never liked it. I'll turn it back over to the next KFA TXC 73.
All right, Ronald, thanks for checking in this morning, and you have a great day, and that's going to do it for the second cup today. Let's see, a little reminder here tonight. Instead of the Usenet, we're going to have the QSO quest. We're going to have some coasters there to give away points. I think we're going to do like rounds of about 15, 20 minutes per coaster, so you'll have an opportunity to get a few points there. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. it looks like we have the 40-meter net on 7.245, so check into that if you're on the HF. And then Monday night at 9:30 is the start of the new net, the night shift. That's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to be a rag chew net. We're going to talk for a couple hours and get to know everybody, kind of laid back, and hope to see you all there. So that's going to do it for us today. I want to thank Vicki and KE8VKY. This is Scott in 7FGP 73, everyone, and have a great day.